Hello and welcome traders. So on this video I'm going to break down some trades I was taking this week and also the thought process behind it. Let's get right into it.
So let's start off our analysis on USDJPY. So on USDJPY on the daily time frame, we had price trading to the upside in this ascending channel, right? On the daily time frame, we had a higher high, a higher low, break of this high, new high, a new low, and then a new high, right? And then price eventually broke this low, which gave us an indication that price is about to reverse to the downside, right? This is a lower low on an uptrend, which is actually a change of character. So going forward, we're looking for selling opportunities since market structure has changed. So on the 4-hour time frame, this is what was spotted. Over here, this is the low that got broken, right, to confirm a change of character. So this low was broken at this level, so we had a downtrend right here. So we waited for the pullback and then price pushed to the downside. So going forward, what we are just looking for is selling opportunities, right? So this is what we spotted. Let's see how price actually played out. So right here, you're just looking for selling opportunities. You're waiting for a good confirmation, that is a good correction pattern to form so that we get in. So looking at this, we can see a nice flag that is forming, right? So we have our first touch right here, second touch, third touch. We also have this channel right here. And also looking at this, this is our impulsive phase. There's a correction and then waiting for next impulse. So we have the first touch, second touch. At the third touch, we have a doji. Then the next candle was an engulfing candlestick, right? So this gave us the confirmation. Got in right here, stop loss here, and then take profit level will be the distance of the pole, right? So we have this leg to the downside is gonna be the take profit level. So let's just see how price played out. So price went exactly to that level and then hit the take profit and then pushed up. So this was the first trade that was taken, and this is the thought process behind the trade. Let's take a look at another trade. So this is our second pair. We have AUDCAD. We are actually trading to the downside on the weekly time frame, right? So let's go down on daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we had a switch from bearish to bullish. So currently we can see price moving to the upside. So we wanted to be in line with the daily time frame, right? So there's a high, 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 low, a new high, 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 low, and a new high, high, right? So we're looking for this high low to finish and then a push to the upside. So this is where we went on the 4-hour time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see that this was our most recent high that got broken, right? So this high was broken. Then we're waiting for at least a pullback and a correction, and then a price action that is indicating a bullish continuation, right? Since we are on an uptrend, right? So this is where we also added our trend lines, right? So we have our first touch, second touch, third touch of the trend line. So going forward, let's go down on the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, we had price pushing to the downside, right? A higher high here, higher low, a new higher high, higher low, and also a new higher high, right? And price broke this low, so we had a downtrend on the 1-hour time frame, right? And this is just gonna be a 4-hour pullback. So this is just a pullback on the 4-hour time frame, but a downtrend on the 1-hour time frame, right? So we're just looking forward for this 1-hour downtrend to finish so that we can trade with the overall trend to the upside, right? So let's fast forward and see how price actually played out. So we had price correcting, then we came to this trend line, right? So this trend line is just a guide. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, we are just looking forward to see what price is going to do when we get to this zone, right? So we are not really concerned with the trend line. We are concerned with that area. So looking at this area, we can see a nice pattern that gave us an indication that price was going to go to the upside. So if I should pull this trend line back and if I should delete this, you can see that we have a possible double bottom formation, right? So this is the first bottom, this is the second bottom. Then once this neckline gets broken, we will start looking for buying opportunities, right? So looking at this, I can also add this, and then we have this structure, right? So looking forward for the break of this neckline, and then an entry will be initiated. So right here we had a big break. So this trade was actually taken on the 5 minutes time frame. So on a 5 minutes time frame, we waited for the break of the neckline right here, break, retest, and then this was our entry, entered here, stop loss here, then a take profit to the next trend line, right? This is the trend line on the 4-hour time frame, right? So if price breaks up, then we're gonna know that okay, overall we're gonna push to the upside. But if we move down, then this will be an indication that we are still in this correction phase, because on the 4-hour time frame we are still in the pullback phase, right? Though the 1-hour structure has changed bullish. So this is where we just pull the trend line back and then see the price action that is going to play out right here, right? The trend line is just a guide. It doesn't really mean anything, right? So on the 15 minutes time frame, looking at what price is doing right here, we had a nice correction, right? This was correcting at the trend line, and then this was where another trade was also taken. So looking at this, we have this impulsive phase. This is also a correction phase, right? So if I do this, you can see this is an impulse, there's a correction, and this is a pattern that is likely to break to the upside. This is a bullish flag, right? So we added another entry at this level at the break of this pattern, right? So let's see how it played out. So at this level we had the breakout, and then an entry was taken right at the breakout, stop loss at the bottom, and then where we were targeting was the 90% of this flag pattern, right, of the overall pattern. So looking back, you can see this is actually our overall pattern. This is the impulse, this is the correction, and then this is where our first target was going to be, and our second target was actually this highs, of which I'm going to explain soon. So let's see how this also played out on the 15 minutes time frame. So we shot up, we hit our first take profit level, and then second take profit level was calculated on the daily time frame. So going back to the daily time frame, we had this structure right here. These are daily highs, right? We have a major high right here. On the weekly, you can clearly see it. This is actually a high that price was actually approaching, right? The next resistance level. So back on the 1-hour time frame, that is where we are looking forward to take our overall profit, right? So let's see how price actually played out to that level. Price just shot massively to that level, and this is where our overall take profit was calculated. This is GBPUSD. On the daily time frame, we can clearly see that price is actually trading to the upside, right? So we are looking for buying opportunities on the daily time frame. So let's go down the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we have price creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So this is the most recent high that got broken. Price has broken this high. We are now waiting for a pullback and a possible continuation to the upside, right? So we want to wait for this pullback to end or to shift to bullish so that we can actually start looking for buying opportunities. This is where we can use the Fibonacci to calculate where price is likely to come, maybe to the 38% area or the 50% or the 61 or the 78 or even the 100% levels, right? So we just focusing on these levels and also paying attention to the market structure. That is the main thing. So going forward, let's see how price actually played out. So we had price pulling back to this zone, and then this is where we're looking for the market structure, right? So down on the 1-hour time frame, we had price creating lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows and lower highs, right? So we want to wait for this structure to shift bullish, right, so that we can look for buying opportunities, right? This is just a descending channel, right? So let's see how price played out. So at this level, price created like a double bottom formation here, right? So we had the first bottom, second bottom, and this will only be a double bottom once the neckline gets broken, right? As long as this neckline is not broken, this price can push up and still continue going to the downside, and this is still a downtrend on the 1-hour time frame, right? So right here, we waited for this structure. Let me just bring this here, and then let's fast forward this. So you can see this was not a double bottom formation because this low was broken, right? So we are still on a downtrend. So let me pull this back and we focus on the market structure. So this is a lower low, lower high, this is a lower low. For a change of character, we want this high to be broken, right? So as long as this high is not broken, there's still a downtrend on the 1-hour time frame, right? So let's see how it played out. So we had the price pushing back right here, and then this is where I spotted the break, right? So I saw the breakout right here. This was just a retest and then a possible move to the upside. So this is where we got our entry, our stop loss just here. And then the take profit level was the next resistance level on the daily time frame, right? So let's see how price played out. It shot massively to that level, right? So this is the level I'm talking about. This is the next resistance level on the daily time frame. So you can see how price moved impulsively to that area. So this is the same style or trading system that I replicated in the market over and over again for the same results, right? So if you like this video, if you are interested to learn, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for these kind of videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.